There are places on Earth where a single glance can cost you your life. They are death traps set by nature itself, one-way gateways to hell. Today, we're taking you inside 6 terrifying restricted zones that have been permanently sealed off. Their entrances might be sealed with concrete, or officially banned by the government, or maybe they don't need any locks at all, because anyone who goes in never comes out. Get ready, buckle up. We're about to begin a journey of no return. Chapter 1. Kuskar Cave, a prehistoric ticket priced with life. Imagine you've discovered a 27,000-year-old masterpiece of humanity. The only currency to buy the ticket is your life. Would you go in? Beneath the blue waters of the French Mediterranean lies a hidden entrance to a lost world. To enter Kuskar Cave, you must first dive 37 meters, about 121 feet, deep, and then, all alone, in absolute darkness, navigate a narrow, 175-meter-long tunnel that feels like the throat of a beast. Before it was known to the world, at least 3 divers paid with their lives on this very path. They were trapped by strong currents, became disoriented in the dark, and with their oxygen depleted in despair, they closed their eyes forever. They had discovered humanity's most ancient art, but they couldn't bring this secret back to the world of the living. When the cave was finally revealed to the public, the French government immediately sealed it off for good. This prehistoric gallery, guarded by death, can no longer be entered by anyone. Its beauty is forever seared into the final moments of those lost lives. Chapter 2. Mosdale Caverns, the flood beast in the heart of the earth. Deep in the heart of the earth, far from any ocean, what's the most terrifying sound you can hear? For these 6 friends, it was the sound of a tsunami. In 1967, in England's Mosdale Caverns, 6 young explorers were exploring hundreds of meters underground. What they didn't know was that a sudden thunderstorm on the surface was turning their adventure playground into a giant, watery coffin. Rainwater poured frantically through countless cracks, converging into a destructive underground flood. The roar of the water was like a monster's bellow, instantly swallowing every passage. Can you imagine it? In absolute darkness, ice-cold water surges from all directions, instantly submerging your chest, your neck. You have nowhere to run, as the air and hope are squeezed right out of your lungs. When the rescue team finally entered, they found only 6 ice-cold bodies, huddled closely together. Because it was too risky to bring them out, the authorities made a grim decision to permanently seal the entrance with concrete. From that day on, this cave was no longer a wonder of exploration, but a mass grave, burying youth and fear together. Chapter 3. Panic in Plains Cave, an elite team's doomsday scenario. They were 15 of the top explorers on the planet, sponsored by National Geographic, equipped with the best gear. But they miscalculated one thing: Mother Nature's temper. In 1988, Australia. Panic in Plains Cave. A rare desert storm raged across the surface. The rain, pouring through an unassuming blowhole, became an army of death, launching a surprise attack on the team deep underground. The flood came without warning, as if the gates of hell had been thrown open. The 15 elite cavers were scattered by the apocalyptic torrent. A female explorer, Christine Dennison, was mercilessly swept away by the rapids right in front of her teammates, disappearing into the darkness. The rest, in biting cold and boundless fear, miraculously waited for 27 hours before finally being saved by a massive rescue operation. After this disaster, the cave was placed under permanent, strict control. Its gates now open only for the very few who were willing to sign a death waiver. Their mission was to draw a map, but in the end, they used their lives to draw a map of a forbidden zone for all who would follow. Chapter 4. Pink Caves, the deadly lure behind an Instagram filter. This cave doesn't claim the lives of explorers, it claims the lives of tourists. And what kills them isn't a professional mistake, but a smartphone and a heart set on getting likes. Welcome to Australia's Pink Caves, an Instagram hell made famous by social media filters. Countless people, chasing the perfect photo, ignored all the warnings, but the ocean doesn't use a filter. When unpredictable rogue waves, like the tongue of a beast, swept across the rocks, pulling one life after another into the deep sea, people finally realized that the beauty online, in reality, came with a price tag of death. After multiple fatalities, this attraction was finally and permanently closed off by the authorities with cold, barbed wire. Chapter 5. Peak Cavern. A long goodbye. 1,000 feet down, death can be fast, or it can be slow. But for 20-year-old Neil Moss, when he got stuck in a crack 1,000 feet underground, he realized death decided to take its time with him. In 1959, in England's Peak Cavern, Neil Moss, a star student from Oxford University, got stuck headfirst in a vertical shaft. All he could do was wait. He could hear the rescue team on the surface, feel the vibrations from above. Hope was so close, but hours passed. Then a day. Rescue attempts failed repeatedly. The carbon dioxide he exhaled cooled around him, and his consciousness began to fade. He died slowly, caught between endless hope and just as endless despair. Since his body could not be removed, his family agreed to leave him forever where he died. That passage was sealed shut with rocks, becoming his own lonely grave, the loneliest grave in the world. Chapter 6. Dahab's Blue Hole. The world's most beautiful open-air graveyard. The final stop on our journey is a place you can buy a ticket to right now. A place so deadly, the authorities don't even bother to close it. Welcome to the Blue Hole in Dahab, Egypt. The world's most beautiful divers' cemetery. The killer here is an underwater passage known as the Arch. Its depth is a nightmare for all divers. It's estimated that over 130 people have left their lives forever in this deep blue abyss. The most famous of its spirits is 22-year-old Yuri Lipsky. Why? Because, with a camera mounted on his helmet, he filmed his own death. From beginning to end, the video shows him succumbing to nitrogen narcosis under the immense pressure of the deep sea. Descending into a state of panic, he sinks uncontrollably into the deeper darkness, falling like a stone. In the final frames, amidst chaotic shaking, with his own hands, he tore off his own regulator. This place needs no locks, because the arch itself is an impassable gateway to hell. The memorial plaques lining the shore stand like tombstones, silently telling every person who comes here, welcome, visitors. But for trespassers, death. From the underwater galleries of France to the open-air graveyard in Egypt, these 6 places are nature's ultimate test of human curiosity, and a heavy warning about the value of life. To explore the unknown is an instinct carved into our very DNA. But after hearing these stories, we have to ask, are there some doors that should never have been opened at all? What do you think? Leave your answer in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deadly journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Next time, we'll take you to explore even more bizarre forbidden zones.